So it's another wonderful weekend in what we call Fusion Radio Land, man. Where we're celebrating awesome people in the building, man. And those of you that's on live, of course, we appreciate you every weekend for spending that time with us, man. It's Fusion Radio with Brian Stinson and YTS Keys in the building, man. Got another dope guest, man, in the building. And, man, we've been trying to connect for a minute, man. We really have. We finally made this thing happen. And what I love about it is he's something that's totally different from any guest that we've ever had here before. And I absolutely love that because the form of music that you make and whatsoever, I was telling our listening audience, I think it was like a few weeks ago that, man, like I actually used to host a reggae show like years ago.
Oh, really?
At my alma mater, Columbia College, Chicago, man. And I was saying to myself, like, man, you know, okay, 9 a.m., who's listening to a reggae show at 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning? And to my surprise, the lines was going crazy because they hadn't had a reggae show on that station in a long time. And so, you know, we like birthed a whole new movement from 9 a.m. to noon. And then that went to noon to 3 to make room for oldies. We had built up an audience that the oldies, man, say, look, I'm trying to come in at 9 a.m. Can you give up your slot for me so we can play some oldies in the morning? So who am I talking about, man? My brother Skinny Gilly, man, is here, man. Welcome to Fusion Radio, man. So, man, you're a dancehall reggae artist.
Correct.
And so what I want to do is, before we get into anything regarding your movement, man, we go into like what we call like classes in session, education and all that stuff, because there's some people that's listening, there's some people that's viewing that, man, they don't know the difference between dancehall and reggae. They don't know really what reggae brings to the table. I mean, Chicago being a big city, and I'm not just singling out this place in the Wild here as that's the only place, but that's one of the well-known places that people go to take in, you know, reggae culture and hear a lot of dope reggae music. So I want you to sort of break down, man, for me, man, like what's dance hall and then going to reggae and the differences between the two.
Well, that's a good way to explain that.
Start off with the party.
So dancehall is like, I would say, like the party music of the Caribbean, dancehall, soca, reggae. They can be similar, but like to just explain it simply is, I would say like Bob Marley. You just think about a Bob Marley that's reggae. You think about Sean Paul, you know what I mean? Or I don't know how people are familiar with Popcorn or Alkaline and the younger dancehall artists, because you can tell the difference right away between that. Like Chronix can be reggae sometimes, and he can be dancehall. So it's the feel, most of it.
All right, no doubt, man. Now, you brought a guest, man. We ain't going to just let him sit on over there. We need to know, man, what's your name, man, and how do you contribute to Skinny Gilly's movement?
Man, I'm Stevie Fresssh, you know. I'm also a dancehall artist, believes in, you know, we've been here in Chicago, we're doing this new soul dancehall, you know, from our culture to here. So it's a bit different than reggae artists where most Jamaican artists or similar artists come from. We have a heart to the streets, to whatever dancehall culture we came from. We trying to put it out here. So it's like similar, but not similar. You feel me? Because our dancehall is different from them, but we grew up on that, but the way we talk, it's a different slang. It's a different way we carry ourselves.
Big up Belize.
Yeah, you know, Belize, and you know, every culture have their own set of rules, their set of listening, and you're suffering. And when you take that, just like any artist across the world, that it's a different song, just by the way you talk, you know.
Yeah.
And we bring in a new whoop wop to this dancehall thing right now, you know.
Fire.
The girls been loving it, so.
Man, you know, I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to be hard for me with this interview because, like, anybody that knows me knows that I'm a tremendous fan of reggae music. And
I never knew that. That's cool.
And, man, like, when we first started Fusion, we used to have a Saturday that we dedicated that to that genre of music. And what happened is, all these guests start coming, man, and the demand for the guests, we have to sort of show it. But man, if I ever got another day here on this station, I swear we would like some kind of way infuse, because you want to see me be happy and have the biggest cheese on my face. It's play some reggae and it's play some dancehall music for me.
Facts.
That's nice. That's nice.
So, I ain't gonna lie, you kind of caught me off guard a little bit, because I haven't heard nobody with that accent in a long time. So when you started speaking, it made me think about when I was a kid, because I used to have neighbors that was Jamaican and stuff like that, and they had a real thick, like, Jamaican accent. So when you started speaking, it made me think about when I was a kid. But one thing I want to ask y'all is, like, it's so many different genres of music, and I know, like, this y'all culture and stuff like that, but what really made y'all want to go into this type of music, though?
I mean, us being from the Caribbean, this is my cousin, by the way. It's not a lot of Belizean artists that's out there with the dancehall. So, like, when I started, wasn't a lot, but I think a lot of Caribbean artists and the Belizeans, like, they're more doing the dancehall thing right now, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I said me and my cousin need to represent over here, because I'm not sure if you're aware, or probably, that the big Caribbean scene in Chicago is pretty huge, you know what I mean, all over. So so we start representing for where we're from. So
Low key, y'all kind of got me excited, because I never heard of dancehall. Like, of course I heard of reggae music and stuff like that, but I never heard of dancehall. So, like, with dancehall, is it more like dancing included with it, or that's just like just the name?
I think it started off in Jamaica with the dancehall, because it was like more of a party dancing music, but it's evolves now. So Beat Him on Sean Paul. Heard about that. Even a big song, I don't remember Shauna made a song with Sean Paul of the Young Bloods and Elephant Man. It was a big song. Even Twista did he was on the song too? Yeah, I think he is on the song. Yeah, so there's like, and R. Kelly made, a bunch of wine and dancehall songs. So I'm figuring, like, Chicago also has, like, New York has a lot of Caribbean influence. Everybody knows somebody from the Caribbean in Chicago, whether it's Jamaican, Belizeans, Trinidad, Haitians.
It's Fusion Radio, Brian Stitch and YTS Keys, man, in the building, man. Got an awesome guest, man. Dancehall, reggae artist, man. Skinny Gilly. And then our brother right here, man. Say your name again for the people.
Stevey Fresssh. You can't forget that, because I stay fresh. Street name Stevie, put it together and get Stevey Fresssh.
See, you know what? That's why I did that, because I want you to do just what you just did. You see, that's the total reason why I didn't say your name, because I wanted you to do what you. See, man, I'm telling you. All this excitement, man, right here, man. I'm trying to stay level ground. People know me on this show.
Facts.
Energy guy.
Man, so creative process, man, either one of you guys want to take it, man. What's the creative process like when you guys are in the studio?
Well, I mean, it's just like events that happen. You know what I mean? I would go in the studio, vibe, and usually me and him go through the event, and then I put it into a song, and I like let him tell his side of it and stuff.
Yeah,
so it's like
this boy, he like a real genius. Like he just called me. I got something. He don't tell me nothing the song about. I don't know what the beat's about, and he just let me go in and just say my part onto his part, and it just good seasoning or good chicken, make a little finger right,
Man, see, man, this gonna be special. See, I like guys like him, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, look, man, he likes to have fun with his answers, man. I'm telling you, this interview gonna set it off on this interview. It might be dark and gloomy outside and raining, but the sun is shining in this studio.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, man.
I want to fake kind of build off that. So you said you brought up chicken. So with y'all being Caribbean and stuff like that, what's some spot in the city that y'all like feel like is real authentic jerk chicken? Because some people like real people, like Jamaicans and like Caribbeans and stuff like that, they feel some of them feel like the jerk chicken that's in America isn't like real jerk chicken. So has it been any spot that y'all went to out here that's
I
like,
think
yeah.
it depends, right? I'm not being biased, but there's Belizean place, Southside, Garifuna flavor, and that's the best jerk chicken I ever had. And I don't want nobody to feel no way, no Jamaicans or nothing feel no way, but that's the best jerk chicken I ever had. In North Side Chicago, we have Red's Restaurant. So to me, that's some of the best food I have.
In Chicago, actually it'd be in my kitchen, but anyway, right? Really with the food part with the jerk chicken, you know, that you mostly find that as a Jamaican dish. And I mean, we love it too, because most of our culture came from Jamaican listening area too, you know. But we develop our own, because wherever you live, you got to speak from around you, your environment. So that's when we rap. Where we came from, it's a different, because everybody have their own little story and slang. Every little group have their own little story and slang. So through us, Belizeans, we trying to let people hear us too, that we have similar music, but different. You feel me? That's why we try come hard to with what we're doing right now, like what you said with the seasoning, Jamaican food, jerk chicken is Jamaican mainly dish. Our mainly dish is true chicken.
We used to eat the jerk chicken to the...
Yeah, we eat the jerk
the best jerk
chicken, but it's stew, you know. We got stew chicken.
But the one of the best jerk chicken spot, tell them.
Best jerk chicken. You know, I eat from Red, but actually, you know what I mean, I ain't going to put my people them out there, which is out there already. But we saying it, but the best jerk chicken would be in my kitchen.
All right.
You know I mean, I'm believing I cook some good jerk chicken. You know what I mean? I'm trying to take over, Reds.
Man.
You know what I mean? I'm just,
Man, let me tell you, man. I like your stick out your chest approach, man. You said the best jerk chicken is at your crib, man. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Straight out of my
Did you hear what that man said? That man said facts. Man, I'm telling you, man. This gonna be an interview right here, man. One for the ages right here, man, for real. So, man, look, you guys got some good music, man, so I can try to stay on topic and not act a fool in here, because, man, I'm feeding off his energy today. Feeding off his energy, man. Team, man, this record called Team. I feel like that's the one we should play first, man. Talk to me about Team and the features on Team and everything we should know about this record, Team.
Okay, so I felt like Team was like... I mean, I've been speaking it for a while. You know, there's different scenes in Chicago when it comes to Caribbean people, and instead of like dividing them, I try to put you know, us together with the artists that do it. Because me and him do it on the Belizean side, and they got a lot of Jamaicans doing it on that side. So I'm like, I need a track for Chicago Caribbean scene that's gonna bring all of us together. So I developed this song called Team because I want to work as a team to, you know, to build it up, build up the Chicago culture for the Caribbean scene. So I got two great Jamaican artists on it, me and my cousin. So it's like, you know, we're just pushing the Caribbean music together.
Unity,
so,
you know,
it's a perfect, when I heard the song, perfect song, a Team.
Well, let's jump into it right now, man. It's more Fusion Radio with Brian Stinson and YTS Keys in a second.
Yeah, some Team, Gilly Stevey Fresssh go, yeah, solid, fearless, some Team, yeah. Yo, dog, some Team hard, pull up pretty car with Diva, top chat, you know you real soft, real bad man, we no tech talk, dog. Yo, some Team hard, pull up pretty car with Diva. Top chat, you know you're real soft. Real bad man, we don't take talk, dog. We don't take talk, we killing let the tick-tock. Flex talk, Louis V belt, I'm checks out. Bad girl with me, not the S-class. Photo on the green, it I still give me mean cough. XO Henny, not the clear glass. Me no hear chat when me fly past. Your outfit no cost more than me eyeglass. We are run Chicago, them boy just attack, yeah, dog. Some Team hard, pull up pretty car with Diva. Top chat, you know you're real soft. Real bad man, we no tech talk, dog. Yo, some Team hard, pull up pretty car with Diva. Top chat, you know you're real soft. Real bad man, we no tech talk, dog.
What the pre? All of me thugs have them own no money and we no broke, y'all we no look junkie cause every day we have to hustle for the cheese. Jump on a plane and me gone. Left out of the cold and me land and the one. Belizean city never ever too far. But Jamaica are where me come from.
Yo, dog, some Team hard, pull up pretty car with Diva. Top chat, you know you're real real star. Real bad man, we no take time. Yo, send me team hard. Pull up pretty car with diva. Top chat, you know you're real star. Real bad man, we no take time.
Benz pull up, y'all drop out fat body. Chain swinging, winning team Steph Curry. Stevie Fresssh, I'm all about the money. Shit anywhere we act funny. Me money stay blue like the blood in a me vein. Been a rude boy, stay fly like a plane. Certify, introduction to the game. Y'all try me love, this love that bring pain. Yo, dog.
Send me team hard. Pull up pretty car with diva. Top chat, you know you're real star. Real bad man, we take time. Yo, send me team hard. Pull up pretty car with diva. Top chat, you know you're real star. Real bad man, we take time.
You know me team dog, real dog. Them they no bad, them a retard. We full of guns like steel yard. Me killers them out, real talk. Money are the motive, money are the play. Me want $1, so me hustle every day. If you don't work, then you don't get paid. Chop your line, bang your line. Money every day.
Send me team hard. Pull up pretty car with diva. Top chat, you know you're real star. Real bad man, we no take time. Yo, send me team hard. Pull up pretty car with diva. Top chat, you know you're real star. Real bad man, we no take time.
So look, I told y'all, man, y'all was in store for something good right here, man. Dancehall, reggae artist, man, in the building, Skinny Gilly, man, and the homie Stevey Fresssh, man, bringing the good vibes to your radio, man. That's called team, man. Have me in here moving, man.
Yep.
And so, man, you guys are here, man. Man, let's get into more, man, as far as, man, like projects that, you know, Skinny Gilly may have out that we should definitely be checking out, man. And visual-wise, man, take us into those visuals, man, that we should be checking out also.
Yeah, check me out on YouTube, Skinny Gilly on all social media platforms. Working on the team video for that song right now. We should be out by the end of the month. Yeah, I got a lot of work. So I just released 2 videos, Charge Up and Energy. Doing real well, playing in Belize right now, so it's good, and playing in Chicago on Fusion Radio. What else? Oh, album. I got a EP on the way called Dream World with me and Dreamer Melody. So, yeah, that's in the works. That would be done in a month to a joint album.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So with this joint EP and stuff like that, how did that come about, and what actually made you want to do it?
Dreamer is a you know, he has a nice level in Belize, some nice buzz. So I always talked about coming to Chicago so we can work on something. You know what I mean, do a couple of shows and, you know, try to put him on some stuff. And he came and we did well. We started the album, and right now he's ready to drop it in Belize and about to go crazy.
For sure. So you said it's an EP, so we should be expecting like 5, 6, 7 songs, something like that.
Yeah, that's about that so much.
Okay. So one thing I did want to talk to you about, because, see, I'm not really familiar with the Chicago reggae and, like, dancehall scene. So, like, in your opinion, how big you think that, like, that side of the music in the city can actually get, though, just from your opinion?
How big?
Yeah, like, if people, like, because, see, I don't know if it's a lot of artists out here. Like, I never really knew we had a big influence, but in some type of way we do, though. So with just what you've been seeing in the city, like, how big do you think it can get?
It's huge. Believe it or not, there've been a lot of big reggae dancehall artists that lived in Chicago, and just the population being huge in Chicago for the Caribbean people is pretty big. We have like a big carnival that's getting bigger every year. I don't know if you're familiar with some Caribbean carnivals.
It's so crazy. It be so much going on. Like, I don't necessarily be knowing if it be like Caribbean, and it don't really be. I don't look at it like that. Like, I just look at it like, if you really want to be technical, we all black. You feel me? That's how I look at it. I don't look at it like, oh, you African American, you believe it. I don't look at it like that. I just look at it like we all the same. You feel me?
Well, it's the speaker box, the music, the dressing up with the carnival outfits. You can pretty much tell when it's that.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
for sure.
Because it's about style. Tell them about certain of the Caribbean stuff in Chicago.
You know, you have like Reggae Sundays, you know.
Every Sunday.
Big up my boy DJ Ringo, you know.
Yep.
DJ Rye Bread, Crazy House. You know, we have like different event on Baseline.
Safari.
Safari Lounge, you know. You got private events, you know. Height Squad, you know, the Jamaican, you
Team
know.
All-Star.
All-Star. It's
Yeah.
like people coming together to have like their culture put together like any other culture and just party, but at the same time they mixing it with hip hop, little soul, you know what I mean, with little reggae in it, you know.
Yeah.
Little Belize in it, you know.
Dub
'cause,
club.
you know,
Don't dub club. Sub T.
yeah, you know, Sub T over
Sub
there
T,
in Milwaukee, you know. It's like, you know, while here still just open back, you know. R.I.P. to the boss, you know, but it's love, you dig?
Yeah.
So right now,
Crazy Host got a lot of stuff.
yeah,
coming
you
up
know,
and
I'm
stuff.
part of Crazy House too, you know.
Yeah.
Big DJ Rye Bread, you know, that's one of my guys, you know.
We're
family.
official DJ right, bro.
Right,
Yeah.
you know. Then you got Skinny Gilly doing his thing.
Yeah.
And you got Stevie Fresssh doing his thing, and we trying to put our culture here, so it be big too.
Yeah, but it's
You know?
definitely big. The in Chicago, it's definitely huge.
They love it, you know. They come out, dress up, all the nice gal them, all the bosses come out and show love, you know. Eat good,
You guys
dance
gotta come
good.
out. You guys gotta come out to something.
Get a little dirty wine, you know. Love, you know. You could clean it up too, you know.
The dirty wine.
Oh man, oh man,
Smoke a little herb.
oh man. Performance wise, man, what is it like, man, to see both of you guys, man, go crazy on the stage, man?
Man, well, to tell you the truth, like when I go on the stage with this guy right here, like his spirit bring my spirit out, like not no weird stuff, you know, like he got a vibe and then my hypeness go down and then he just hype up, then I just smooth it out, you know.
Yeah.
And it's love when we're on the stage, you know what I mean? Like we follow each other, you know.
Yeah.
It's decent, you know.
The first time we performed officially was Belize Day, Chicago. I don't know if you guys ever heard about that.
Yeah.
It's pretty big. You guys should try to go this year. It's nice. Me and him will be performing on Belize Day stage this year. So
When is that?
the first Sunday in August.
The first Sunday in August.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every year. Summer thing, you know.
Yeah.
Alongside the lake shore.
Yeah, if you don't know much about Belize and that part of the Caribbean, you should come out and check it out. Good food, great jerk chicken, you know what I mean? Good music, good people.
Man, that's what's up, man. Thanks for that personal invite, man.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. So hearing that and everything, man, we of course, man, people got to stay in tune with you. So as it gets closer to August, they can definitely be in tune with that, man. Social media wise, man, how can they stay in tune with you and everything to make sure that they're in the place?
Go for it.
You know, you can catch me up on IG, Stevie Fresssh, you know, Spotify, Apple too, you know. Skinny Gilly / Stevie all day, you know. You can find me up on there, light skin thing, you know. So.
Yeah, and for me, just Skinny Gilly, everything, just like how it sounds.
Skinny Gilly.
So let's go into goals, man, for both of you guys, man. What's some goals you guys have set for you career-wise?
Well, this is definitely one, so I appreciate you for having us. Yeah, so this was on the to-do list, like you said, for I would say a year in the making, because even COVID kind of slowed it down. So I'm glad we're here. We're just gonna continue pushing, touring around, you know, to all the Caribbean states, and just work on some music.
See, like this right here to me is the best thing, because the more you hear about us, the more we rocking with you, and we feel like you rocking with us. You know, it's just the ear. You know, we want you to hear us and feel what we bring into the table productively wise. You know what I mean? That's how I feel, and I want people to dance.
Yeah.
I want people to remember.
Fire.
You know, remember what we doing. You know,
Yeah.
because it's music. And music always touches the soul, and we coming for that. You know, we want to dance and vibe.
Yes, sir.
Bring out the beautiful girl and eat good chicken, like belly up. You could check belly up to on 63rd. You know, my friend 63rd on lake at the park, at the beach front. Then you got Keisha Love over there on 63rd and Cottage. Check her out. Good jerk chicken too.
Yeah, jerk tacos is not a real thing. That's all I'm gonna say.
See, look, that's exactly what I was talking about. Stuff like that. Like, people be telling me, like, even like people that come from like China and stuff, they come over and they be like, that Chinese food y'all eating ain't real Chinese food. You feel me? Stuff that we eat over there. But one thing I did want to ask y'all before y'all get up out of here, though, like, as artists, I know like y'all real Belizeans and y'all real, like, y'all make real reggae music and dancehall music, but like, have y'all ever tried to do any other form of like music, like hip hop or like R&B or something like that?
I think we both did it, dabble in hip hop a lot. Still do, but for the mission right now, as far as me, is more pushing dancehall music, especially creating a face for Belizeans in Chicago, and we've been doing well and getting a lot of love from other states and Belize and Jamaica. So, yeah.
I try to be very versatile in it too, because I used to practice rap, but everybody hear me rap. They're like, why you just don't rap like how you song? I'm like, how do I song? I feel it like how I song is not right to song that way, to get into the rap game in America. But at the end of the day, when I met him, I fall right back into how I sung now, and I just put it to a rap beat, and it kick off.
No, don't never let nobody tell you that. Only reason I say that though, cause it's like in the rap game, it's like they always looking for something new. You feel me? So if me personally, I'm an artist. You feel me? I make rap music. So if you got bars, you got bars.
Right.
Ain't nobody deny that. It don't matter how you saying it or what you saying. If it makes sense and you got bars, we gonna rock with you. So don't let nobody tell you
no, that's what I used to tell myself.
Oh, that's what you used to tell yourself.
Then afterwards, I'm like, what am I looking for? I tell well, I just sung the way I sung, and it's bars, So.
Exactly, because it's you at the end of the day.
Right.
And like you said earlier, music touched the soul, so you never know. It's probably a lot of people just like y'all that's Belizeans or like Jamaicans, Trinidad, like people that come from that type of world that listen to rap music. So if you come out as a rapper that's a Belizean rapper, you never know. It's probably 1,000 other people just like you that wanted to do it but never seen nobody do it first.
Yeah.
So you might whole time you might inspire a whole new generation.
I mean, rap came from the Caribbean. If you know the history of rap. Yeah.
Sure.
So especially all the big rappers got Caribbean. Like Biggie is half Jamaican.
Facts.
Young Jeezy, Future, they're half Haitian. So the list goes on. If you're talking about New York rap, pretty much all of them have are Caribbean descent.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
sure.
Nicki Minaj is a big one. She's Trinidad, you know what I mean? So
Whole time, now that I think about it, Nicki Minaj might be the biggest like Caribbean rapper if you really think about it though.
Now, it's just like it's the culture, and like say like we live in here, you want to express that true you know what I mean? And like me being in America,
Rihanna probably.
I wanna be heard,
Yeah.
Well,
we gonna be heard.
would you label Rihanna as a rapper or
No,
so
I
much
mean
like
Caribbean artist.
Caribbean artist?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
if you said like that, then
Yeah.
okay.
Rihanna big.
She's probably the
Caribbean too.
hugest Caribbean artist. Yeah,
And they flip it up. French Montana, he's not from here either.
he's not Caribbean.
Oh,
he not.
French Montana,
No,
he
he's
African.
Caribbean.
He's African, but I guess you can. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not from here either. Yeah, but it's our love too,
for sure.
It's just what they bring from their heart, and put it in the environment.
Definitely.
And people rock with it. And that's what we're doing right now. I want people to understand what we're rapping right now. It's a different song, but the rhythm gonna hit you right, that you wanna
Yes.
break dancing. That chick, them girls be loving it, man. I'm telling you, all day.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So like I know with child music, it's a lot of energy, and it's like you said, it's a vibe with it. So like, how do it be with the girls? Because from the videos I be seeing on Facebook or like the internet, y'all be lit up though. Like when y'all have y'all concerts and stuff.
Like for instance, you go to the carnival, and you see people just want to be themselves freely, and they don't want to be naked and stuff too, but like just free up and just dance to any vibe that comes on to a drum. You know what I mean? So when we make our rhythm, it's similar, but in a up more class dancehall, like in the club. But at the same time, the girls they come out. Like,
Most
they're ready.
definitely.
Yeah.
Speaking about the beats, my brother is a producer right here, Tristan Love. Say what up. Yo, what do on? Yeah, so he give me the energy from the beat, so I get the energy from him. Steve get the energy from me, and definitely.
Yeah, we put that together, and like that too, the dancehall thing could be fast or it could be slow. You know what I mean? It's like you got fast dancehall and you got slow dancehall.
But man, ask for the girl. So.
For the girls,
No, they said what they feed off our energy.
Right, of course, yeah. Right. The girls, they love that. You come out looking nice and smell good.
Fresh.
They'll forever love you for that.
Yeah, we gotta come out with y'all one day. I gotta get my boy in the car, so get up some of them.
Man, yeah, it's a lot of them out there right now, just waiting for a good guy, so they could cook some jerk chicken and stew chicken and feed her right.
Yeah, that's what he need. He needs somebody to feed him good. Teach him right. Pass him a blunt every once in a while or something. You feel me? That's what he need in his life. He getting old on me. You feel me?
So how was the Caribbean scene like when you were doing it? Like, how long did that last?
Oh, man, when I was doing that show, man, it's always been a huge Caribbean scene here. Okay. I wanted to step back during this interview to allow you guys to really educate, you know what I mean? Because we have young listeners. We, of course, have a diverse age group when it comes to the listening audience. And who better to tell them about the culture than you guys? You guys are artists, so I totally stepped back, you know, a lot so you guys could educate. But absolutely, man, like there's a tremendous and always has been culture here, man, and taking it in, soaking it in, like, for me, man,
what was the show called? What was the show called, though?
So the show in the morning was called Reggae Party.
Oh, nice.
It's called Reggae Party and everything. And then when we moved to middays, I guess you could say noon until 3 and all that stuff, man, we had DJs that mixed hip hop and reggae and dancehall together. And so we had a whole totally different vibe in the middays, man. And man, some of the top personalities in Chicago was listening to that show.
Nice. That's one thing I like too is like I'm happy when I'm listening to WGCI or Power 92 and the big DJs like DJ V-Dub and DJ Farris. They mix like the reggae music in the hip hop, and it's very often. So I'm like, the scene is definitely here, and it makes the Caribbean people feel, feel it.
Absolutely, man. And then kudos out, man, to those that are on college radio, man. I know there's a lot of college radio shows that have shows and everything that are dedicated to the Caribbean music. So,
definitely.
Man, one that comes to mind, man, is WNUR, Northwestern's radio station.
Yeah.
Another one comes to mind is...
Zadi, probably.
Another one comes to mind is WLUW, which is Loyola.
Okay.
And everything. And so, those are two that come to mind, but there's so many different radio shows that are on different college frequencies that do a great job in spotlighting the culture.
Oh, definitely. I think one of the stations you named, the guy that helped produce Team has a radio show, Roots Around Reggae.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's the big homie. They definitely, the college radios definitely have a big push like this one right here.
No doubt, man. So, look, man, you got one last single, Skinny Gilly, man, to definitely get into your movement, man, and everything. And so I want you to talk to me about, man, Vershawn and how did you guys collab and what Vershawn brings to it. And then I want you to actually tell us the name of this track that we get ready to play.
Okay, so it's Version. So he's a I would say a big Jamaican artist with a lot of hit songs. I had this song and I put it out and it got good feedback. And some of the bigger homies be like, "Yo, we need to throw somebody, hot on this one." And I'm like, "Yo, right now I was listening at that moment. I was listening to Version a lot, so I was like, yo, let me reach out to his people." And people was like, "Oh, he gotta like it." So I sent it in and he loved it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, let's do it. He shot the video in Jamaica. I shot the video in L.A. and Florida, and it's called So Good. So it's So Good remix with Version, and that did good for me.
Big joy.
Before we leave, man, social media wise again, man, how can they stay in tune with the move, man?
Skinny Gilly on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everything.
My boy Stevey Fresssh, man.
Well, you know, Stevey Fresssh right here, you know what I'm saying? Check me out on platform. Instagram, Stevey Fresssh. That's FRESSSH, you know what I'm saying? You know, look out for my new singles too, called Sexuation, Love, All Day. New track with Skinny Gilly, you know, Team Hard. You don't know, we got Fearless and my boy, Salad. You know, it's all love, you know. We up here.
Go forget them. Got me love how you wine. For the ladies. Got me love how you wine, so. Love how you wine. Love how you wine. Bring star. Got me love how you wine. Got me love how you wine, so. You say girl from Canada, girl from Jamaica. Me love how you wine. Got me love how you wine. Got me love how you wine, so. You say girl from Trinidad, girl from Jamaica. Me love how you wine. Girl come brace it for me. Feeling the need for healing, call me. Me a sit for me, she come party. No time for turn up to just party. Girl, me feel your body, it a call me. From the way you hold me, I'm falling. Can't believe your shape, you got me harding. Take her back to the crib for some talking. Got me love how you whine it good. Got me love how you whine it so. Me say girl from Canada, girl from Jamaica. Me love how you whine it good. Got me love how you whine it. Love how you whine it. Got me love how you whine it so. Me love how she whine it. Me say girl from Trinidad, girl from Jamaica. Me love how you whine it good. Waistline and move like a wire. Body dip on fire when you run it like a tire, girl. Skin smooth and you know tough like iron. See down pan and sit and we big like a giant, yeah. One key to me after you have the style of every man want. I'm not care what you're doing at your past. From a meet you right the side start, baby. Girl, you one of a kind. You love how you whine. Me love how you style, so. Your face so design, the moves off your spine. Girl, how you going, so. Yeah. Got me love how you whine it good. Got me love how you whine it so good. Me say girl from Guyana, girl at Boricua. Me love how you whine it